Hey everyone, I want to take just a minute here to make sure everybody gets on and everybody's ready to go. We got a special night here tonight. Actually, tonight I'm going to be covering this evening, and I'm going to kind of go over, tonight's about foolproof system, okay? And really what that is for me is kind of an overview of a lot of stuff that we talk to you about each and every week. Which is exactly what I want to go over with you guys. And I'm sorry Peter's not here. Actually, unfortunately, he got into a tiny little fender bender on the way home. So he is dealing with that, and we all know how bad that is to deal with the car issues. But I do want to say, welcome to a lot of you who are on. Welcome, Brad. Welcome, Colin. Welcome, Craig, Daniel, Ed, Ernest, Greg, Jamari, Justin, Lynette, Paul, Rick, Steve Wise. I really appreciate you guys being on and taking the time out to be here. So, one thing I wanted to mention, and he is okay, by the way. Jamari brought that up. Somebody rear-ended him and messed up his car a little bit. So hopefully the Benz is cool, but Peter's okay. One thing that I had on my mind this evening is I was actually at the gas station, and yes, I was one of those people that went and bought a lottery ticket. Not normally, not something that I do, but I'm just like, well, you might as well buy it. It's, it's really up there. And I noticed the man in front of me looked like he barely had anything to his name, and he put $100 down, okay? $100 down on a lottery ticket. I mean, and you guys, I'm not even going to share with you the odds. You know what the odds are for that. Now, my first thought was, well, what if he spent $100 on bettering himself or his business? Why is that not an option, instead of just throwing your money to the wind? So, there's a lot of people in America doing that right now. And I know you guys that are on do not have that mentality, or you would not be on, a webinar just like this. So I appreciate you guys being on. So I'm going to kind of start from the beginning, if that's okay with you guys, on what I feel is a foolproof system in this business, guys. And it all starts with marketing. Marketing is the absolute foundation of this business. Finding the right deals, doing the right deals. Now, I know you can get deals from other wholesalers, you can get deals from real estate agents, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about tonight. Because I wholeheartedly feel that the best deals that there are available are direct to seller. So, understanding marketing and understanding who to market to is going to get you the furthest along in this business. So let's talk about that real quick, and we're just going to kind of go through a system of how to find deals and how to get it to closing table. With that being said, we'll start with marketing. And Rafa, you're not on mute, so I can hear you clickety-clicking. So,
oops, sorry about that.
But guys, no. So a few ways to market correctly to maybe a distressed owner or someone that might, want to sell their property to you. There's bandit signs, there's direct mail, there's cold calling, driving for dollars. Any of those ways is going to work really, really well for you. And I know you'll be able to find a deal with that if you stay on a consistent marketing phase. Like if you're going to do direct mail, make sure that you're at least giving yourself 3 months, because it might take that to be able to get your first deal. Personally, those of you that know me know that I love cold calling sellers and setting appointments to go meet them at their property, okay? So that leads me to my next thing. If you are getting started, I do not feel that you should just be making offers right over the phone. I think you're truly cheating yourself by doing that. What you've really got to do is you have got to set appointments and actually go meet homeowners. Whenever you do this, you're learning so much about other people, a lot about the process, and it's something that you should always be doing. So let's talk about the beginning of an appointment whenever you go to an appointment, okay? So whenever you get out of your vehicle at an appointment, that is actually whenever the appointment starts. I always have like a notebook. Actually, my contract's always in there. And as soon as I pull up to the house, you know, I'm looking for everywhere, because what's happening is these sellers are looking through the blinds, you know, these, at you as you're walking up to the house possibly. So I want to look and show the part as I'm walking up. Looking at roof, I'm looking at siding, I'm making notes on my piece of paper. Now, once you walk up to the door, it's important that you approach this door correctly. What you don't want to do is go knock on the door and stand right here in someone's face at the door. What that does is it's very off-putting, and what you want the seller to feel like is that they're in charge whenever you get there. So I want you to knock on the door. If there's steps, I want you to get down a step so that you are below the seller, okay? As soon as they open the door, you want to wait for them to acknowledge you and shake their hand. Now, one of the first thing I say is, obviously I introduce myself. I'm like, hey, it's Julie. I know we, talked over the phone. I can't wait to look at the property. I don't want to take a lot of your time, but if you don't mind, while I'm walking through, may I go ahead and take pictures so that I don't forget anything, all right? Some of the biggest mistakes I see is some of you going out on appointments and forgetting to take actual pictures of the property. If you choose to wholesale that property, or fix and flip, you need photos of this house. So just go ahead and do it through your walkthrough, because after you've negotiated, it's kind of a little bit weird to walk through the house again and take photos that you need. So go ahead and do that up front, all right? Now, once you've walked through the property, you've taken your pictures, and you've negotiated the price. There's a few other things. I know there's a lot of stuff in between, guys, but that's what a lot of these webinars are about. So I'm just kind of doing a foolproof system here of an overview. So once you've done that, I want to make sure that you lock up this deal correctly, meaning that you put it under contract correctly. Please, please, please don't ever go to an appointment without a contract in hand. That's like going into battle without any bullets in your gun. Please make sure that you have your contract in hand. Now, whenever I'm filling out my contract, always make sure that the actual seller of the property is in the contract, okay? If it's a husband and wife that owns it, you want both of their names to be on there, and you want 2 signature lines on your contract. Also, I want you to be very cognizant of your inspection period, especially when you're wholesaling and or if you're flipping a house. As it relates to wholesaling, the longer the inspection period on this process is, the longer you have to actually sell this property, okay? Now, also, if you are buying, fixing, and selling a home, whenever your inspection period is it's not bad to get a longer inspection period. I actually don't do any contracts, or very rarely do any, where I don't have at least 15 days inspection period on there. And if you go back to the contracts webinar, you'll notice mine all say business days. So we want to make sure we have our inspection period correct. Also, your closing date. I try to at least get 30 to 45 days. Now, sellers might say to you, well, I thought you could close quickly. Oh, well, I can, but it's my goal to always close as quickly as possible, but I buy a lot of properties and I kind of just put them in order, and I want to make sure I'm making the right decisions. I've got to get inspectors in here. I've got to get contractors in here to make sure I'm not making a bad decision, all right? Now, once we got the contract out of the way, you should have already chosen a title company or an attorney to handle your closing. Once you've done that, and usually that's going to be on your contract, but guys, picking the right title company and the right closing attorney is super, super, super uberly important, okay? Because a lot of title companies and attorneys are not investor friendly. So if you're possibly doing an assignment or maybe a double close, they are not used to that. You really want to make sure they understand these things. So those are some questions I would ask. Hey, do you guys, handle assignments, or you used to double closings? Are you used to working with investors? So those are some really, really, really key points there. And hey guys, as I'm going along, go ahead and start putting your questions in the comment boxes, and I would love to answer them as we go. All right, so now it's under contract. You really need to understand what your exit strategy is on this deal. Now, if you work with someone like Peter and myself, you will be able to know exactly probably what we're going to do in the end. Because not all the time is it good to buy, fix, and sell a property. Sometimes it's better to wholesale the property. I mean, let's put it this way. If you can have $10,000 in your pocket today, or let's say $17,000 in your pocket 3 to 4 months from now from doing a fix and flip, and you don't have to deal with the stresses of it, my suggestion to you is to take the wholesale money right now. So knowing what your exit strategy is very, very, very important. All right. So once you've got under contract, let's talk about the due diligence period. You should be really, really, really concerned with the actual ARV of the property. That's the after repair value of the property. Even as long as I've done this, I never, ever, ever trust just one realtor. I never, ever, ever trust just myself. I'm always going to get multiple opinions by at least five different realtors in that area that would possibly sell this house for me. I don't want to cause mistakes. This will make it to where, oh, well, I thought the house was going to sell for $230, and really it's going to sell for $190. I mean, that difference is a difference in losing money and not losing money. So these are some things that you better figure out during your inspection period whenever you can back away from this deal. So getting the right ARV, the right comps of this property, knowing what you're going to do with the property is super, super important. Now, once you've done that, hopefully before you've gotten to this point, you already know some contractors in your area to help you work on this property. It's finding the right contractors is kind of an art. Understanding, where they are in business, where they are in life, understanding when they need to get paid, what type of jobs they're going to do. Because generally, the larger the company, just the more that they're going to charge. If a flip only needs paint and carpet and things like that, I'm probably not going to hire a GC. I'm going to do that myself. So really knowing your game plan before you close on the deal matters. I'll have everything picked out for my home before it even happens. Also, once you close on a house, most of the time you're going to be getting loans or you've got cash out. It's important to close this deal as quickly as possible. So absolutely, the day that the property closes, you better be making sure work is getting started on that home. So I've chosen the right contractor. I've made sure my ARV's right. I've already picked out my materials. You don't want to be behind on the 8 ball for yourself by not having all this stuff figured out, because it's not the contractor's job to figure out what needs to be done with the home. It's your job to figure that out. Now, once you figured that out, there's a couple little things. Please, and I've made this mistake several times. Make sure the power gets switched over into your name, and make sure the water gets switched over into your name. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to have to pay reconnect fees, and it's just a pain in the butt. So it's good to just kind of have a checklist of what needs to be done when you purchase that house, like getting the power in your name, the gas in your name, the water in your name, because they can't go out and fix things if these utilities aren't corrected and if they aren't on. Another thing, when you're deciding to what you're going to do whenever you flip this house, I kind of have a saying, I always fix what's wrong before I fix what's pretty. Because when you go to resell this property, yes, I want it to be pretty, but I've got to fix everything that's wrong with it so that I don't get into trouble when they go to have an inspection period done. And one thing I did forget during the inspection period, if you choose to buy a house, to buy, fix, and sell, you better make sure that you hire a licensed inspector to view this home. Yes, I want you to pay that $400 to get a licensed inspector to come out there, because your end buyer is going to do the same thing, and you don't want them finding things that you're not seeing. So make sure that you're getting a licensed home inspector during your inspection period so that you could choose whether to buy it or not. I mean, I saw things come up on inspections that I never even seen when I went to my appointments. And I'd much rather lose $400 today than lose $20,000 a couple months from now. Everybody got that? And by the way, when you're working with Peter and I, we are going to help you through all of this 100%. And I'm only talking about fix and flips, but there's a lot of stuff in between with wholesale deals too that you have to worry about. But making sure you have the power and water turned on, picking the right contractor, and staying on top of the job. Do not hire someone and then just let them go out there and do the work. You want to go check up in on them. You don't want it to look like you're checking up in on them. You want to say, man, I just want to check the progress. Come out here and see what's going on. And you want to really watch every little detail. Little things like paint on the windows, no caulking around your baseboards. Those are things people are going to really, really notice. And they're going to think the other work is not done well if those things aren't done correctly. So it's okay to tell a contractor, man, if you don't mind, could we kind of go over this again? Now, once you've stayed on top of the job and you're ready to sell this home, make sure your landscaping looks really nice. Make sure the house is cleaned really nice. You've hired the right real estate agent. You better believe they better have paid for professional photography, because there's a few things that realtors do very well. And to market your home correctly, it's very important that they use professional photography. Okay. So now it's on the market and it's selling, and you're going to be choosing what contracts to take in and to not take in. All right. Also, during the process of whenever this home is getting sold, you always want to make sure you're knocking out cobwebs, you're wiping off countertops, bathrooms, things just get dusty. Also, that you keep up with the grass being mowed, the weed eating, weeds coming up in the mulch. You always want it to look pristine at all times. All right. So this is, going over everything in, really quickly that we talk about every week on how to put a deal together. So, excuse me, guys, I've been talking all day, calling my leads. What I want you to do is I really want you guys to get out there and start putting deals under contract, start working on your marketing. And look, no matter if you're in our one-on-one coaching program, if you're a member of our self-guided program, or you just follow us on Facebook, do you realize you can actually submit a deal to us? All you have to do is go to www.coachingbypeter.com/deals, and you can actually go to our portal, and we are going to look at all the information that you put in, okay, to see if we want to partner with you on that deal. If you get a call from me, I'm going to be asking a lot of these questions, guys. And actually, Rafa went ahead and put the link up on here for you. So that's where you submit a deals. That right there is the one URL that you need to copy and paste. Okay, Brad, thank you. Go ahead and put your deals in there, and it'll walk you through exactly what we're doing and how we're going to communicate with you and get back with you. All right. So any questions, anybody? And I know Peter will be on here next week. Again, for those of you that are a little bit late, he was driving home and got in a little tiny fender bender. He's okay. Just got rear-ended by another car. So that's why he's not on tonight. Normally I'm always joined by somebody, but I hope I was some help tonight. And look, and my biggest thing for you is stop basing your life on chance, like something like the lottery, and base your life on something that's tangible and that you can control. This is a business you can control through your marketing efforts, through going to appointments, through flipping houses, through wholesaling. This is something that is going and can take your life to the next level. No, I don't feel like money is what gets your life to the next level. I think love and family and all those things are. But having a stable financial situation sure does help. And I mean, it sure does help. So if you would like to be in our one-on-one coaching program where you work with Peter and you work with myself, you work with Peter or you work with both of us, actually in our whole office, guys, then all you got to do is go to www.coachingbypeter.com and just, fill out that little form there. And what's going to happen is Peter's going to give you a call and see if you're the right fit. Now, if you do want to work with us, few suggestions is I just want to make sure you have enough time to work with someone like us, because I'm going to be giving you things to do every week. I'm going to be asking you to make calls. I'm going to be asking you to send out letters. I'm going to be asking you to buy bandit signs. It's really, really important, that if you want to get started in a program like this, that you're ready to work and you're ready to be successful, because your success means a lot to me. And nobody believes in you like we do. We're even willing to put the money up for you. Hey, Jeffrey, glad you're here. So no matter what you do, visit us. But either way, we appreciate you being on. We appreciate you being a part of our Facebook community, which, by the way, is over 1,000 members right now. Thanks to all of you guys. Please always continue to be helpful to others. Put positive things up there. You never know what it is that you might say that might really, really influence someone else. And don't give up. Don't give up, because you never know. Your next appointment, your next deal may be what catapults you to the next level. I appreciate everyone here tonight. If you got any questions, let me know. Hey, Rafa.
Hey, how are you? Good. Since Peter's not going to be able to make it tonight because of his little fender bender, I sure hope that he is okay. I thought that we could take an opportunity real quick and look at the deal portal. Since we're really encouraging people to come join us at the deal portal and to submit their deals. First of all, I want to say to the community, for those of you that have been helping us troubleshoot the system, it is a new system, and we've kind of as the whole team has been training, there's been a little bit of glitches here and there, but I'm really excited to report that as a team, man, this is turning into a well-oiled machine. So, Julie, what do you say we do just a quick review of the deal portal?
Yeah, let's do that, because I think people are going to be blown away whenever they see it.
So I'm just going to share my screen here and let me know when you can see it.
I can see it.
Awesome. So, guys, this is coachingbypeter.com/deals. And this is where we want you to come to submit your deals, regardless of what level of relationship that you have with us. As you all know, The partner-driven community is an open community. We have it open on Facebook, and as Julie was saying, we have broken over 1,000 members in just over a month and a half, which is super exciting as we've been making this public. But with that said, there are still very important 3 very specific levels of how to work with us, right? The first level is the one-on-one coaching program, and that's where most of our students that are generating a lot of the success are at. And of course they are. They're getting to work directly with Peter and Julie to help them generate the deals, negotiate the deals, have all of our resources and our team help them close the deal. As we were talking about what makes foolproof investing, this is definitely it. You guys have the opportunity to get coached, submit deals, not put any of your money in for anything. Not having to pay imagine not having to pay for inspection costs or closing costs or anything that comes up with a home. For you experienced investors that have done a deal or a few, there are surprises coming, right? And the best way to be foolproof is kind of like having an insurance policy, right? And that's one way to look at this partner driven coaching program. So because you're not taking on the risk. We are taking on the risk, and because we have the knowledge and the processes in place to help you guys close those deals and monetize them, we feel really comfortable doing that. So that's the level 1 partner-driven coaching program. That's the level you want to be. Level 2 is the next best thing, which is our self-study course. And I know that a few of you on the call today are in this course. Julie, Peter, and myself and the rest of this team spent a lot of time and love creating a complete A to Z, beginning to end, on how to generate the deals, how to monetize, how to partner with us, how to close. It's really quite beautiful. And the best thing about it, the apprentice level coaching program, is that you get all the benefits of partnering, all the benefits of the one-on-one coaching program, except in a self-study group. And that is fantastic. And I'll put the link in, or Julie, if you can put in the link in for me, thevexelmanmethod.com, because guys, we have a 14-day free trial happening on that. So you can go in, get access to all the training, get access to all the resources, and enjoy the same level of benefits as in level 1. And last but not least is level 3, free agents. We know there's people out there that are just joining the community or just getting to know us. Or frankly, you guys have experience, you know what you're doing. You just need the money partner, right? And that's the level 3 free agent. At this level, we still are open to partnering, but you don't get the benefits of our knowledge and training and so forth. Really, the secret ingredients to making this super successful for folks, for everybody. So those are the 3 levels that are involved. But if you have a deal, then it's time to take action, right? And you come over here to submit a deal. Click on submit a deal. It's going to take us into our deal ticketing system, right? And it's really simple. You just have to follow the steps. Under category, starting at the beginning, you choose if it's a question or a deal submission, right? Hopefully this is a deal submission. And then let us know what level of relationship that you're in with us, right? So that we know how to prioritize and best serve our partners, right? So are you a member of the one-on-one coaching program? Are you a member of the self-study roadmap? Hey, if you're part of the one-on-one coaching program, you get the self-study program as well. So make sure to ask us or ask your coaches to make sure to have access to that. So once you've identified yourself, right, the next thing that's really important to us, as Julie was mentioning, is letting us know where the deal came from. We can tell a lot really quick from where the deal comes from. Is it from an agent, direct to seller, wholesaler? Guys, what we're most focused on and where the money's at, where those great deals, if any of y'all were on with us last week on what makes a good deal, those ARVs of 65%, 60 or below, that happens direct to seller, right? I mean, that's the way that you can squeeze that kind of money out of stuff. So we want to know where it comes from. The next question is, do you have it under property? Do you have the property under contract? We're hoping that you do, because we can move very quickly. And so those are kind of like the first preliminary questions that we ask. After that, guys, it's pretty simple. It's the address and information, right? And then the numbers. And like Julie said, you got to know your numbers, right? So what is the purchase price? So let's say the purchase price is 70, right? What is the rehab? And I'm going to put 70,000. We have to make sure to put the actual number, all right? I've been guilty of doing that as well. So we have it. The purchase price is 70. The rehab value is 30. We're all in at 100, right? And the after sale value is, let's say, is 160, right?
Ooh, bring me that deal, Rafa. I want that one.
Right? That's a good deal. Absolutely. And I
want to partner with you on that deal.
Right. So we put in the numbers. Yes, go ahead, Julie. I'm sorry.
No, I was just him and Han with you.
So after we put the numbers in, right, and you can see how Julie got excited about those numbers. Now you know what a good deal looks like. Then the last thing that we really need to know from you is, guys, what is your level of certainty with these numbers, right? If you're in our one-on-one coaching program or in our self-study course, you're going to have a good sense, right? And you'll have taken the steps, and we need to know, where you're at with these numbers. Not sure, not certain, highly certain, right? And then last but not least, your priority level, and that's, again, related to what level you're in with us, level 1, level 2, or level 3 free agents. I'll say here level 1. Then a little describer, deal in Texas. I don't know. We've been doing a lot of deals in Texas lately. And so shout out to the Texas family. And any information that you can put in here for the deal. Description, right? Anything that's helpful for your coaches, for your partners to be able to know, to learn more about this deal, right? Julie, another feature that we're really excited about here in the back-end team is the ability to add attachments. So you'll be able to attach files, pictures. Remember when Julie was saying, take pictures in your meetings? This is where they go, right? Or contracts or anything else. When you do this, you put in your contact information here and create a ticket, and that's it. Boom, a ticket's created automatically in our system, right? And in the last 2 weeks, we've been working with Laura and Mary and David and Brianna and the back-end team as we've been kind of really cleaning up our back-end process to make sure that we can get to you guys very quickly, because we know this is time sensitive. With that said, I invite you to, that you can come in at any time and come back and log in with your email address. And let's see if this works appropriately. Right. And guys, this is what you get as in this program, right? In the deal portal. You get your own personal deal assessment tool here. Or not deal assessment, I'm sorry. This is your pipeline. That's the right way to call it, right, Julie?
Yes.
So right here.
Yes, and the more you have in your pipeline, the more deals you're going to close, by the way.
Absolutely. So guys, without you having to pay for a CRM system, without you having to get learn any other system, we're providing it for you. And you can jump in here. You can see that this is one of my test accounts, right? But you can see what deals I have submitted, as well as what stage that they're in. And you can see the different stages here up top. And I don't know if you can see that well, Julie, but Laura and I have been working on fine-tuning where we're at on our deal stages, so that for us, our team will be able to move more effectively, but for our partners to know exactly where we're at every step of the process, right? And so you can see the deals that you've submitted. You can see here's my deal in Texas, the information that I added into it. And then I can come down here and add a response. Just click here. It opens up my ability to respond, to add attachments, PDFs, JPEGs, whatever it is that you need to pass on to your team. Because as we go from deal accepted, which is the first goal, right? But that's not the final goal. The final goal is to flip this thing, right? You can see that there's a few steps along the way. And along the way, we're going to need information from you. This is a partner program. This isn't a 100% turnkey. Yes, we're bringing 100% of the money. Yes, you don't have to worry about the risk, but you're still an important part of this process, right? And this is really.
Now, I would like to add to that.
Yes, please.
A lot of people, and I wanted to just go off of what you said, Rafa. It's beautiful that you brought that up, because a lot of people believe that once we take over the deal, that they're out of it and get a check in the end. Mm-hmm. That is not the case, guys. You are a true partner. I'm going to expect a lot of you. If we're flipping a house together, you're going to have to go out there and look at that property. You're going to be picking out paint colors with me. You're going to be meeting contractors and things. This is a true, true, true partnership. And what Rafa's put together here is one more way for you to know exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And to be part of the process. And guys, what better way to learn real estate? I mean, this is what we've all been looking for, a true partner that we can get deeply involved in, learn this business, and build wealth. And that's what's been happening in our community. This deal portal represents the next evolution of that. And so we're very excited in promoting this and getting all of y'all to begin working on this with us. And let's see. In addition to that, guys, I'll leave you with one more thought. For the folks that are in our one-on-one coaching program or are considering it, guys, that's the quickest path to success. And we've seen it over and over. I mean, I'm so proud of our community and the amount of deals that we're able to showcase that are coming through this one-on-one coaching program. But if you're not ready for the one-on-one coaching program, please, while we have it available, because we're not going to have it available forever, right? Take us up on this 14-day free trial at thevexmanmethod.com, because here you get all of the benefits from partnering with us, right? As well as a complete video series, all of our resources, contracts, direct mail, and level 2 priority support in our deal portal. And that's worth so much, right? Never having to.
It really is, because you're right, because we know these people because they're in that program. If we don't know you and you're not in level 2 or level 1, if there's people and questions in front of you, we're going to go towards those people first. That's just the way that it is.
Absolutely. We take care of our paying partners first. But what we're asking for, or what we're to be able to partner together, is nothing compared to the amount of money you would need to do this on your own, right? Not only is a place in our partner-driven community, you get level 2 support, you get the whole video training series, access to our deal portal, all our purchase contracts, all our scripts for closing and negotiating the deals. I mean, this stuff is gold. And we do cover a lot of this stuff for free in the Facebook group, but it's not as easy to find and learn as it is in our membership site. You get all of this, plus never having to worry about having enough money for a down payment for a loan, never having to worry to pay closing fees to attorneys, never having to worry to pay realtors, inspections. It's all taken care of in this program. Or
earnest money.
Or earnest money, or any of those things. Absolutely. And guys, so you can get our encouragement is the one-on-one coaching program, of course. But if that's not right for you yet, and you just want to learn and you want to get access to us and get all the benefits of partnering, come and get our free trial at thevexmanmethod.com. It's a 14-day free trial, and after that, it's just $99 a month. And that kind of goes over where we're at right now with the deal portal and our self-study program. We do have a lot more exciting things coming down the line, Julie, in line of some contests that we'll be announcing in our Facebook group. I think, I would imagine most people on this phone call are part of our Facebook group, being that we've already broken 1,000 people. But if if you're not part of the group, join. There's a lot of fun going on in there. And frankly, the level of inspiration and support that's being given by the other partners, by our community members, is really quite phenomenal. And to do that, all you have to do is go to Facebook, and it's Facebook groups /partner driven. Or you can just search partner driven, and you'll find it very easily.
Yes, and we as he said, we definitely want you to be part. And thank you, Rafa, for hopping on. I don't know why. I'm so much more of like a team player when I've got somebody else with me. So I appreciate you jumping on and help me. You know that about me already. But we appreciate you being part of our group, guys. And I want to give a shout out to a few people. Some of our partners and people that I work with got some incredible deals today. We got 2 deals in Arkansas, 2 deals in Colorado, 1 in Michigan, 1 here in Gainesville, Georgia. And these are all from people just like you. And these are signed contracts. Sure, once these close, you're going to see the videos of it. So, don't sit on the fence waiting to be successful. Jump on off and come on to the other side. It's nice and pretty over here. And we want to work with you. We want to be with you. And, I just really hope you guys have a good week.
Well, we have a couple of questions. I think just one. I'm looking through. One from Sharon. She says, hey, is there a limit on the price of the house that we're looking at, that they should be looking at for us?
Well, it really depends on the area. Okay. I would like to say any deal is a good deal, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be a lot more hesitant to buy a house, over $400,000. All right. So really my sweet spot and my favorite is everything under about 220. Mm-hmm. So anything under 220, I'm going to be really excited about. It doesn't mean we won't do those other deals, but the amount of money you can lose on those deals and the finishings that those homes need is not something that when you're getting started should be something you should do. You should focus on cookie cutter. You should focus on blue collar. And what I mean by blue collar is blue collar people in this world is the biggest population. Who do you think buys the most houses? Mm-hmm. I call them the regular people, just the regular people, the blue collar. I love blue collar neighborhoods, blue collar areas. That's what I think you should be focusing on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And there was one other question, is that if they submit a deal, right, and it's coming from an agent and it's a really, really good deal and we like it, would we, to put it under contract, would we fund the earnest money?
Yes, we would. But you would, if you're not a member of our one-on-one coaching program, the only way to get that done is to go to the deal portal that Rafa just mentioned. Okay. And I have no problem. We have no problem putting, $500 to $5,000 down earnest money on a good deal, but you've got to submit the deal first. Without that, I'm never going to be able to look at the deal because that's the processes that we've set up now, and it needs to be done that way so that you all have the attention you deserve. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Thank you, Julie. And I think that covers our questions for tonight. Everyone, will be sending out the replay and the links to partner with us and to get into this 14-day trial at thevexelinmethod.com. And please make sure to join the group and keep an eye out because we have some really exciting stuff that we've been working on for the last week. We are always creating new stuff, aren't we, Julie?
Oh yeah, all the time. I still can't, and I'm going to give a little bit of hint, but I can't wait for the ball caps.
Me too. Wonderful. Well, everyone, thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the group, in the deal portal, in our programs.
All right. Have a good evening. Thank you, everybody.